Anyway, yep, that's good. Okay, conditional statements. Statements that are written in if-then form. Statements that are written in if-then form. All right. I'm pretty much taking this section slow, taking like this whole section slow. Tomorrow we're going to be going over law of detachment and law of syllogism. All right. But right now I just want y'all to understand what if-then statements are. All right. I kind of introduced them yesterday, so just bear with me. All right. Hypothesis. Yeah. Hypothesis is the phrase following the if. The phrase following the if. Okay? Conclusion. The phrase following the then. All right? That's basically what it is. That's all it is. So, your conditional statement is set up, the way that it's set up is split up into two parts. Your hypothesis and your conclusion. All right? That's basically it. So, in this type of situation, identify the hypothesis and the conclusion of each statement. If points A, B, and C lie on line L, then they are collinear. What's our hypothesis? It's the phrase following if. What's
if point A.
What? Read the whole thing.
The whole sentence. Yeah.
No, it's not the whole sentence.
It cuts off at
yeah,
line one.
Line L. Okay. It points A, B, and C lie on line L. Let me just make a cursive L.
Points A, B.
Yeah. What's our conclusion?
Are collinear.
Huh?
Then they are collinear.
They are collinear. They are collinear.
Okay.
Not trying to trick any of y'all, all right? Not trying to trick you. It's that simple. But sometimes this stuff does try to trick you. Look at B. The Bruins will play, sorry, forget the play, all right? I messed up. The Bruins will go to the playoffs if they win their next game. What is your hypothesis?
They win their next
Oh,
game.
they win their next game.
If they win their next game. If they win their next game. If the Bruins win their next game, then what's going to happen?
Go to the playoffs.
They will go to the playoffs. Okay? Is it pretty simple to you?
Yeah.
Your hypothesis is usually that part that is after the if. Actually, that's what it is. Not usually, that's what it is. Conclusion, after the then, okay? Pay attention to a couple of these because we're then going to go into true and false, okay? If something is a true statement, if it is a false statement. What do you mean, Mr. Contra? Well, let me tell you. Let me show you. Before I get into that, let me go into this. Let me go into that. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all do C by yourself.
Alright.
A couple of y'all already did it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Write the following statements in if-then form.
If it's
All vertical angles are congruent.
if all vertical angles. I mean, wait. If all vertical.
If all angles are vertical, they are
congruent.
congruent.
Say it louder, Cobb.
If all angles are vertical, they are congruent.
If all angles
Huh?
are
vertical angles.
vertical,
You gotta mix it up to make it good.
then they are congruent. Thank you, Mr. Cobb. You're just rewriting statements, okay? All vertical angles are congruent. So let's write this as a conditional statement. If all angles are vertical, then they are congruent. Angles. What about B? All right angles measure 90 degrees. Who's playing Queen? Anyway. You know?
If all,
Go ahead, Al.
if all angles are 90 degrees.
Yes, I was actually looking for if all angles are right, then they measure 90 degrees, but that works as well. Say it louder. If all angles are 90 degrees, then they are right angles. Good job. Okay? Every dog has 4 legs.
If every dog.
Hold on, Kyle. Watch me. Every dog has 4 legs.
I mean, I just copied the example. If it's a dog, then it has 4 legs.
Pretty much. If it's a dog, then it has 4 legs.
Unless it
I
has-
mean,
Are you
Unless
not
you chop a leg off.